Hello and welcome to today's reading. I really hope you don't mind the casual setting. I am still suffering with this head injury, so there is a couple more weeks of me up in this bedroom, but we are having a house move soon, so I'll be back on the table then. But please comment down below if you are okay with this setup, because it's just a lot easier for me to read in a more comfortable environment at the moment. Anyways, today we are going to look into who is secretly crushing on you and whether they are going to confess. So if you want to find out the juicy details, I need you to pick a pile. Pile 1, we have the pyrite crystal. Pile 2, the rose quartz pyramid. And pile 3, the Picasso Jasper heart. I highly recommend that you go with your first instinct. Spirit is going to guide you to the pile which has the most relevant information for you, and if you need to pause the video to take more time to meditate on the piles, please do so, and I shall see you in your reading. Hello there, pile number 1, you chose the pyrite crystal. Now let's have a look and see who is secretly crushing on you and whether they are going to confess. So first up, I want to take a look at this person's energy, even try and pick up on certain aspects of their appearance. So first up, we've got Cancer and we've got Mars. Now this could be as literal as they could have a Mars in Cancer. I have a Mars in Cancer. It's a very difficult placement. It's actually, Mars is in its detriment in Cancer. Yeah, I'm sure it's in its detriment, not its fall, its detriment. So people with a Mars in Cancer do tend to, I actually do feel like they tend to be very closed off, a little bit defensive as well. Also, Mars in Cancer, very hard to read. This could be somebody who is very changeable. So they may be really energetic and talkative one day, and then the next day they may not be so energetic and talkative. Now, if you know this person firsthand, and I do feel like you will, this may be somebody where you are a bit confused whether they're into you or not, because one day they may be very open, very expressive towards the way they feel about you, and then another day they may be extremely closed off and barely even speak a word to you. And that is relevant for people who actually know this person firsthand. Now, I do have a feeling that you will have met this person in person at times, but I don't think this is somebody that you interact with. I don't think this is somebody that you interact with every day. This will be somebody that you see so circumstantially. Also, I really picked up on this, and I don't normally pick up on this with the Cancer symbol, but the Cancer symbol looks like it's a 69 symbol. Do you know what I mean? It's a 69 symbol. But I was really sensing from this that this person is highly SE-actual as well. And that would make sense with Mars coming up, because Mars is the planet of SEX. This could be somebody who walks around and they just give off an SE-actual energy, and you pick up on this and you have no idea whether this SE-actual energy is towards you or whether they just give this off all the time. Now, I do sense that this person is, I sense a lot of, I actually sense a very good mixture of masculine and feminine within this person. And no matter what your gender is, we all hold a balance of masculine and feminine. Some of us will be more on the masculine side, some of us more on the feminine side, and it really doesn't matter what your gender is. You could be a feminine who has a hell of a lot of masculine energy like me, and you need a little bit of extra balancing out to get a bit more of that feminine energy in. So I do feel like this is somebody who's very good with both genders. When it comes to their friends group, I think they've got a nice mixture of males and females. I do feel a masculine energy with this, so I do feel like this person is a masculine, or if they are a feminine, they could be very butch. And I mean, like, I don't want to offend anyone here, because but if a woman drinks beer, it doesn't make them masculine. But I just sense that they have a lot of, if they are feminine, they do things like drink beer and work out like hard, like lifting those weights. Now, this could be a masculine who people question their feminine friends, where people question whether they fancy their feminine friends, things like that. And they're like, why do you mix with the feminine so much? Like, is this like your player tactic? Like, you get in the friend zone and then like you sleep with them? But it's not like that. Like, this person genuinely enjoys the company of both. I do feel a very strong connection to the mother here, and this could be masculine or feminine. It doesn't matter what gender we're looking at right now. This person may have a very strong connection to their mother. It could be a strong connection as in like a really questionable connection where people are just like, wow, you two are always together, like you're like siblings kind of thing. Maybe the mother actually goes out on nights out with this person, or it could be this person's mother has taught them a very strong life lesson. Maybe this person's mother was very what's the best way to use this, to say this, sorry, a little bit mistreating. Okay, I know this is very black and white. This is very like, one minute they could be best friends with their mother, the next minute like their mother could be their enemy. But if it is the opposite side, this mother has taught them a very strong life lesson which has helped them progress and grow as an adult individually themselves. Okay, so very prominent mother. This person as well, I sense they've got big eyes. I do sense very big, doughy eyes. The kind of eyes that you look into, and they're just, you can sense there's a lot of emotion there, but also they're trustworthy eyes. You know that this person hasn't got a bad bone in their body, they mean well. But I do really sense this defensiveness as well. Like, even though they have really emotionally filled eyes, and you can feel their feelings through their eyes, I do feel like even on a day where you can look in their eyes and you think like, oh, there must be something wrong with them, and they will literally say, no, everything's fine, everything's fine. Like, they've got that emotional aspect to them with a nice balance of strength and like masculine kind of strength, you know, like you know, your dad. And you know, when your dad, everyone's seen their dad cry like once in their lifetime, and they remember that day because you don't see your dad crying very often. Like, this person has this kind of strength regardless of their gender. They have this kind of strength to them, and I do think this is what exudes that 𝒆𝒂𝒄𝒄 energy with them, because people are extremely attracted to that. And I do think there are a lot of suitors for this person, because they do tend to give off this player energy because of their defensiveness, but it's just defensiveness. Like, they don't do it as a player tactic. It's just the way that they are, and they tend to get a lot of attention for that because people love the mysteriousness, people love the challenge that they pose. This person is a challenge. Okay, so at the moment, I do think this person with coffee cup is really focusing on their friends. I did sense a very strong friends group, a nice balance of males and females in the friends group. Like, this person can connect with both genders. And I do think if this person has the hots for you, you are a very special person, because a lot of people do find this person attractive. But at the moment, they are really trying to uplift themselves through connections with their friendships. Now, this could be coming up because you could know this person through friends, or a friend has said, oh, this person is single, they're a right catch, have you thought about dating them? Something like that. Or maybe this person's friend has said this about you, and you don't exactly, you don't particularly know that you're being set up behind the scenes. I actually sense that this person knows your socials, and like, this person checks you out on your socials. So this could be, as I mentioned at the start, I do think you see this person. You could even go to the same gym, actually. This could be someone who goes to the same gym as you, but I'm really sensing that kind of circumstantial meeting. You see them at the gym, but you don't really know them with any depth. you may know them to say hello to, but you don't really know them enough to stop and chat for long periods of time. And I do think this person may be a little bit difficult to have small talk with, and maybe this is why you've never been able to hold a conversation together for long enough, because this person is like, okay, gotta go, kind of thing. They do have the ability to close off and be quite defensive when they feel nervous, and they're going to be extra defensive around you because they're going to feel extra nervous because they actually secretly have the hots for you. But I do sense this person has recently gone through a separation as well, and this is why they're confiding in their friends and just spending time with friends. I don't think they're actually looking for love. I don't sense the energy that they're actually looking for something right now. I think they're a little bit put off by love, actually, but they still have 𝒔𝒐𝒈𝒆𝒄𝒄 desires, and you are picking, you are taking the 𝒔𝒐𝒈𝒄𝒄 fancy, let's put it that way. But they have recently gone through a separation. I actually think they are a bit confused. They don't know whether they still have feelings for their ex-partner, okay? And this could be why they're not looking for something, because they're trying to sift through all of the emotion of that relationship right now. And I do think they're spending a lot of time with their friends because they're talking to their friends about this. They're talking to their friends, trying to sift through their emotions, talk about the circumstance, trying to get some good advice, and just trying to understand the situation before they move on with another person. But they have seen you and they're just like, gosh, I would like that to be the next person that I jump into bed with. Sexual energy here, remember that's 69 with the Cancer. I do think they're looking at you as a sexual desire right now, but I do think if you got talking, you would definitely be someone that this person wants to be with, because I do think that this person likes to sleep with people they have a connection with, not just sleep with people. That was a lot of information there. And I feel like I said that really quickly. But yeah, just straight up channeling there, guys. But yes, we are looking at somebody who is unsure about their future when it comes to their relationships. And this is probably why they are secretly crushing on you, because they are just not in the headspace to actually do anything about it right now. Okay, so let's have a little look and see what kind of life this person lives. So we've got toil and labour and occupation. Look at that. This person is just all about that work right now. It's about socialising with friends, and other than that, just getting their head down at work. This is somebody who works hard. I do think this is somebody who has a very strong emotional connection to their work as well. So it doesn't matter whether they're in a relationship or not. They are always very focused on work. This is probably somebody who actually has a lot of stability around them. Now I do sense there being a splitting up with a home. So this separation, I do think they lived with this person, and either their partner's moved out or they've had to move out. But I do sense that this person now has their own place, just them living in their own house on their own. And I do sense a bit of loneliness as well. This person feels very lonely in this house on their own, and I do think they may actually get a pet soon. So I don't know whether that's going to resonate to anyone, but they may be talking about getting a pet, or they may actually get a pet soon. Actually, I sense that the other person that they've separated with may have took the pet away, but they're going to get their own pet soon, like a little cat or a little dog. I don't know which one, because I'm sensing so much balance with this person that they are neither a dog person nor a cat person. And it's very rare that you meet someone who's like, oh, I like dogs and cats equally. This person is that person. Like, I like dogs and cats equally. Like, they're all animals of nature. Like, this person may actually adopt a pet, actually. I do sense that, because that may be where this kind of pet thing comes from, where they're just like, okay, I don't know what pet I want. I just want to save a pet. I just want to adopt a pet, and it's whichever pet needs me the most, and that's their nature. But okay, this person is gonna, with the work thing, this person is so closed off right now, guys, like really closed off, just focusing on their work, their stability, and living on their own and building up that strength here. And that's exactly what this person is doing. They're building back up that strength after this separation that they've had, and that's what they're focused on. They're focused on understanding themselves better, balancing themselves out, and they understand that they need to understand themselves more to understand what they want in the next person that's going to come in their life. And I don't think they are particularly focused on any particular person at the moment, because we've got the Seven of Cups, which talks about options. It can also talk about confusion as well, and indecision. So this person, I do think this person has options. I do think this person can be with whoever they want to be with. I actually think they have options, because I do think they are attractive. They do have their own stuff. They're very affluent, I want to say. Affluent. I'm going to have to Google what affluent means after this, but they're very affluent. I hope that makes sense. But this person is someone that other people are interested in. But they are interested in you, S-E, actually, but they are coming up in this reading because they don't realise the connection that you two could have yet. You haven't talked for long enough. I just don't think you've talked for long enough. Okay, I'm going to see if I can get any more information with the old Astro dice right here. Yeah. This person is just so focused on their friends right now. But the way that you're going to get to know this person is through entering their life as a friend first. So if you speak to this person online, Spirit really is saying you need to tread carefully. You need to come in like a friend with this person. This person isn't ready for a love relationship right now, but they're definitely ready for friendships. And I think once you two build a friendship, I do think this is actually going to become a relationship. I know this is just who's crushing on you, but I do sense a relationship coming with this one, or at least a lot of dating coming with this one. I don't know what your circumstances, I don't know whether you're single or whether you're in a relationship, but even if you are in a relationship, this is somebody who is your type, for sure. Whether you're going to choose to be in a relationship or not, I don't know. Okay. I am going to pull from the bowl and see whether we can get any extra information about this person who's crushing on you, and then I want to have a look at why they are crushing on you. We've already gathered that 𝒆𝒂𝒆 connection that you two that they have for you. They think that you are very 𝒆𝒂𝒆. Okay. Oh, we've got quite a few for this person. So accomplished come up, or what did I say? This person has their 𝒔𝒕 together. They have everything that they need on their own, so they don't particularly need to be in a relationship. They don't need to combine finances or incomes to live a comfortable life. Like, this person has it all on their own, and I do think this is why they have the options. They're in no rush to meet anybody, and they can get a lot of suitors. Like, they're attractive and they're accomplished. Now, cute, this makes a lot of sense, because I did mention those big eyes where you could see the emotion in them. I do think this person has very cute features. Like I can just sense their pleasant face, like maybe even big eyes, a more rounded nose, very cute lips, like very baby-like a baby face. I do sense this person has a connection to their spirituality as well. They're very empathic, so they have to be spiritually connected in life to understand why they feel what they feel. Hair. This person could also have very noticeable hair, big hair, curly hair, but the hair is going to be very noticeable. I do sense that this person may actually have quite a lot of hair, and if they don't have a lot of hair, they style it to make it look like they have a lot of hair. If it's male, this is a male that we're talking about, I do feel like they may do like a weird, like, I sense like angles with their hair, like quiffs and stuff. Wee, like that's like they may have like quiffs, and they may do it in all weird quiffs and things like that. Yeah, this is someone, even if they've got straight hair, they get their hair permed. I really sense that. And if this is a female, they do like to wear their hair in wavy styles, curly styles, or they may even be one of the girls who puts extensions in or does a bit of back combing. Either way, their hair looks big, doesn't have to be thick, they just make it look thick and they make it look luscious. One of those people that you look at and you go, you notice their hair first, basically. You go, oh, they got nice hair, and then you notice the eyes and you're like, oh, I want to know more about you. Also tattoos, so this person could have tattoos, and we've got the 13 here, which adds up to 4, which talks about structure. It's also in astrology the 4th house of home. This person's got the 𝒔𝒕 together, but yes, tattoos, we're looking at someone with tattoos here as well. I'm trying to see whether I'm picking up on the type of tattoos. There could, I mean, I don't think this is their main tattoo, but I think there could be a sneaky little bit of tribal somewhere on them. Because I think they may have started getting tattoos when tribal tattoos were in. But I don't think that's their main tattoos. Like, you're not going to notice the tribal as much, but then you may notice the tribal when you look at them a bit closer and go, oh, they got tribal tattoos, and it's like, oh, they did it because it was like a phase back in like 2010 or something like that. But if they don't have tattoos, they are somebody who is going to have tattoos in the future for sure. And I definitely feel like it's going to be the near future. If you do like go to the gym with this person, or you're in some kind of situation with them where you see them sometimes, you may notice that they get a new tattoo, and that is clarification that this is the person who is crushing on you. This one excites me a lot because I do think this person is very nice, like really nice. Like this is very like masculine energy, but this could easily be a female who has their 𝒔𝒕 together and does not prioritize relationships over like the more important things in life, like work and stuff like that. Also, good connection to family here as well. I see the connection with the mother, but I don't see like going to their parents for Sunday dinner every Sunday, but I definitely see a very good relationship with the family and understanding the importance of family as well. But also they may have some very close friends actually that they grew up with. Maybe there's 1 or 2 that they grew up with too. All right then, now let's have a look at why they are crushing on you. What is it about you that's caught their eye other than that SE actual connection? Because they're clearly very attracted to you. I sense that a lot. Okay, artist and networker. Okay, I do feel like this is somebody who is very to the book. They do things by the book, but they look at you and you have like a creative flair that maybe they lack. With this person, I do sense that they dress with fashions. They do their hair along with fashions. They stick to fashions. That sneaky little tribal tattoo because it was in fashion. And I think you're a little bit different. You do things your way. I do think you still stick to certain trends, but you create your own trends as well. And I do think they notice that in you. You're different to all the other girls or all the other boys. Like, you're different to them. I mentioned social media at the start of this. I do think that they know your social media. Either they have you on social media or they sneakily go and take a little peek at your social media. And I do think you express a lot on your social media. You may actually be an artist. You may actually express yourself through art on your social media, but your art could be the way you dress. It could be the way that you do your hair. It could be poetry. It could be music. I do sense you are very expressive on your social media. And I do think you show your soul on your social media as well. So when someone looks at your social media, I think they really get to know you. They get to know your essence. You don't have a social media where you're just pouting on every picture and, you know, you've got like your little Fendi bag and stuff like that. I do think you are more fun loving. It's like a social media that you look at and you think it looks bomb, but as well that life looks bomb. Like you can tell that you're having a good time, or you can tell that you are enjoying your life and you're flowing with life through your social media. I do think you may be somebody who uses editing tools for your social media as well, because I can sense a very like expressive yet aesthetic feed with you. And you may also be somebody, captions, I'm sensing your captions. I do think you are very expressive in your captions and very deep with your captions. And I think this person looks at your social media, they read your captions and they feel like they know you already. Like you have a depth to you that not many people around them have. I do think they've got good friends, solid friends, but I do think you have that emotional thing that they have. They can tell that you feel the world around you, and they look at you and think, God, I could really feel this person. You may also do like, you may be an influencer of some kind, or even every now and then promo a post or something like that with networking. But you are very engaging online, for sure. And it is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. And I do think this is what they see in you. You are safe to them because you have that empathy. You are intuitive like they are. And I think their last relationship may have been very superficial, and they aren't the kind of person to just let their barriers down for anyone. I think they look at you as someone that they fancy, for sure. But they also look at you as somebody that they can trust in, somebody who'll really get them. Maybe one of the first people in the first ever relationship they've had where they could find someone who actually understands them. And because you have that open heart, that empathy, they don't see you as someone who's going to hurt them. Okay, so pile number 1, you chose the pyrite crystal, and let's see whether this has any relevance to the reading. So pyrite helps with building confidence, strength and willpower. Is this the first crystal that doesn't like straight up relate to the reading, or am I missing something here? I mean, I said this person has got strength. They have got a lot of strength, and they've got willpower because they work so hard. But maybe they just need the confidence to trust in another person first. So I don't think this person's going to confess. If there's no action, I honestly don't think this person's going to confess, because I don't think they know what they want yet. But I do think a friendship may be on the cards before anything else. So this person may drop you a DM, and if you're interested in this person, you think it's this person, drop them a message, or just drop them a line at the gym or wherever you see this person and start a conversation, because I see a friendship blooming. I see a friendship blooming here, but I think it's going to take some time for them to actually confess how they feel about you. Okay then, that was your reading, pile number 1. I hope this resonated and I hope this helped. If you like it, please drop it a like, and if you feel comfortable to do so, I would love to hear your story down below in the comments. If you like content like this, sorry I'm stuttering because I haven't got long left on the camera before it cuts me off. If you like content like this, please subscribe, because I really love making content like this for you, and I shall see you in your next reading. Goodbye. Hello there, pile number 2. Welcome to your reading. You chose the Rose Quartz Pyramid. Now let's have a look and see who's secretly crushing on you and whether they are going to confess. And straight up, I want to find out this person's energy and even see whether we can get some of their physical attributes to kind of pinpoint who this person is for you. So first of all, we've got the 11th house and the South Node. Now this tells me that this person could speak to you. I actually sense speak to you on social media, or at least try and speak to you. I do think they interact with you on social media, and even if you know this person in person, they may do the majority of their interaction online. But also we've got the South Node here, which tells me 2 things. This could be deep. This could be a past life connection where whatever you were set out to achieve in your past life, you still have to achieve it in this lifetime, okay? There's unfinished business here from a past life, or if we're not looking at that kind of level of depth, we could be looking at someone that you have been close with in the past, someone that you may have been with in the past, or been very good friends with in the past. Maybe even used to hang out with in your youth in the past, like someone that's on social media because you were in the same school or in the same social group in the past, and they still talk to you, they still interact with you. Now, I don't sense you interacting with them as such, and I don't actually sense you really being that phased about them, okay? It doesn't mean that this doesn't have the possibility to bloom into something one day, but I don't think you have your eyes on them, but they have their eyes on you. But I definitely sense there's some kind of social connection, and potentially we could be looking at social media here. So let's pull some little things from this little bowl which can tell me either some physical or energetic attributes to this person. Okay. So we have exciting and adventurous, 555. Now with 555, this tells me that this person is going through some kind of chaos, and they're going through some kind of change or transition in their life. Whether it's exciting and adventurous for them, I don't know, but it could be an exciting change that they're going through. Best dressed. Okay, well, this person, I do actually sense that this person wears a lot of big brands, okay? This is the kind of person that wears like Armani, or they're wearing their 𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂, someone who loves their clothes, or they could just be really dapper, like when it comes to how they dress, and that's something maybe you notice on their social media, like, oh, okay, yeah, oh, that's blah blah blah, and they always wear Armani. Do you know what I mean? Like someone who's really into their brands. And we've got mystical as well. Okay, mystical. Now this actually this gives me the vibe that you actually aren't that close with this person. You may have been in the past, but you're not that close with them right now. 2 and 3 adds to 5, so there's more 5 energy about that change and chaos that's going on in their life. If this is online, it would be very mystical because you don't really notice them, but they notice you. I do feel like you don't know what's going on in their life. Like you've got that much, you're that separated that you've got no idea what they're up to. I actually don't think you even know what they work as. Like you don't know anything about their life. I really sense that you're not that phased about this person. And I'm not sure whether you would be if you knew that they liked you or if you got to know them better. But I definitely think you see the way they dress through social media. Okay. Okay, so we've got girl talk. So this person may casually chat to you. Like, they're not doing anything creepy. They're not like, hey babe, do you want to meet up, Netflix and chill? Like, they're literally just chatting to you. They may comment on a lot of your pictures and be like, wow, looking gorgeous, but how you'd expect a girl. I'm saying, I'm talking like they're a man and you're a girl, and that could be the case, but it could be the other way around. Any gender, you know, we don't have to stick to genders because genders are really limiting, but this could be someone who comments on your pictures like they're another girl or like they're a bro. Like, they don't seem creepy or smarmy at all. Like they're always keeping it real. I want to say that they're always keeping things real. And then we've got the Grim Reaper. The relationship is over. No second chances, grow and transform your life. Now this could be because you were close at some point, potentially, and things ended. But I'm really gathering that this is going on in their life because we've got all the 5s coming out here in the numerology, and I'm thinking something has recently changed in their life and they're going through a transformation. I do sense there's always a relationship, isn't it, most of the time, but I do sense a relationship has ended with this person, and it could have been a long-term relationship. And it's, sorry, a bit of nut came out my teeth and I had to chew it. It could be a long-term relationship and now they're single. they've got a new mindset, they've got a new outlook on life, and they have noticed you. You're one of the people that they are really interested in. And I think they think this is a great choice because they already have that interaction with you on social media, and I think now they're plotting how to actually interact with you in person. Okay, let's have a little look at their life and what's going on with them right now. So we've got mature man. So this could be a male or female. Again, we're not sticking to genders here, but it could well easily be a mature man. But this could be someone who is older than you. And this could be a couple of years. But it could be somebody, I really am sensing that energy of when you were younger, you hung out with these people and this person was in the same group but they were older and you always used to look up to them, or they looked after you at some point. I'm really sensing you getting drunk and being out with this group of people, and this person all those years ago, long ago, way back in the days, looked after you, and you remember them for that because you remember them being caring and they didn't cross any boundaries with you, even though they were the opposite gender or the gender that you're interested in. They didn't cross any boundaries. I think you remember them for that. You remember them being caring and noble. I want to say noble. You remember them being noble. But yes, they could be older than you. Okay, and if they're not that much older than you, I do think you knew them when you were younger, so that they seem a lot older than you. Okay, 5, we've got the 5 there again. They're going through a major life change at the moment. All these 5s, like something's changing with them, and I do think it's a relationship has ended, a long-term relationship. And I think that adds this person's nobility because they have been in a long-term loyal relationship. There could have even been marriage there, but I do sense they've been in a long-term relationship. Maybe they've been known by their friends to be in this long-term relationship. When all their friends were in and out of relationships, going here, there, or wherever, this person was in a long-term relationship. They are loving, they are caring, and they are noble. Child. Okay, this person has a child, okay? I do sense this is an actual child. I'm really sensing that they've got a child, but if they haven't got a child, they may have a younger sibling that they look after. Or maybe even an elderly parent that's a little bit ill and needs a bit of looking after. But I am 90% sensing this child, 10% the other scenarios. But I do think this child comes from the past relationship. And I think this is why this relationship ending, this transition in their life is so big, because they now have a child in a separated relationship. I think this person wanted to try in that past relationship for longer, but it was just time for them to separate. I don't think anything dodgy happened. They now have a child. So this person has a child, guys. All right, I'm pretty sure that that is legit. And yes, there we go. 8 of Cups. They have walked away from this relationship. They have walked away from all of these 8 cups in the search for something real, something true, and they are now in search for their 10 of Cups, that true loving family. And I think they look at you as somebody that they could have a family with. I don't know whether you have kids yourself or whether you are known for having like a lot of sisters who've got kids, or a lot of brothers who've got kids, or like just being like a family person. Yes, we haven't got into your energy yet, but I am sensing that you are very you're in with your family. Like, I do sense a lot of little kids in your family as well. Maybe you've got like little nephews or nieces and you have pictures on social media with your nephews and nieces, and I do think that's what this person really loves about that, because they're looking at you like you're somebody who could mother or father their child. I don't think they're into like, you know, saying like you can be the new mom to my child, but they are looking for a suitable step parent. Like, I think this person has so much love for this child. Like, this child is the apple of their eye. No one is ever going to take this child's place. But because of this, they are looking for a suitable step parent. They could not be with someone who did not like their child, and they could not be with someone who did not get on with their child. And I think they look at you like somebody who would, somebody who's caring, somebody who's loving, somebody who knows kids, someone who can handle kids. And I do think this person wants more kids as well, and I think they see you as somebody who wants kids. It could be your social media again, it could be because you have a lot of pictures with like nephews, nieces, things like that. You could work as a nursery nurse also, but I think they look at you as somebody who wants kids, and I think they think, oh well, I want kids, she wants kids, this is someone that I could have an actual relationship with. Again, I'm using that male and female, like you're a he, no, you're a she, he's a he. But it can be the other way around. Okay, so why are they crushing on you? I'm blank there for a second. Why are they crushing on you? So we've got monk, nun and healer. Okay, so with the monk and the nun, I do think this is, I think they see you as someone with more depth, a lot of depth. And I do think this person has a lot of depth as well, and I do think they see you as somebody that they could connect with on a deeper level. Someone who understands them. Also, we've got selfless devotion and single-minded dedication to spirit. Your dedication as well. As I mentioned, this person has so much dedication for their child, and you're somebody who seems to, you're not someone, I don't think they feel you're somebody who's you don't make stupid decisions, let's put it that way. Like you don't, what they can see from your life, and I think it's literally just social media, that's all they can really see. I'm just going to check that's in focus. I think they really are building a picture of you from your social media, but maybe you don't have a lot of images or videos of you doing silly things when you're drunk and things like that. I think maybe there's a lot of images of you with family, you know, with people that matter to you, with close friends. And they look at you as somebody who is dedicated to the people that really matter in life. You understand the importance of strong bonds and connections, and they love that because they want to come into your life and they want to be one of your strong bonds and connections as well. I do think they're looking at you as someone that they can make love to as well. I definitely think that is on their mind. They're not thinking about you in all sorts of crazy positions, even though they probably are, but they're not thinking of like ragging you about. Let's put it that way. They're not thinking about getting deep down and dirty with you and hurting you and making you scream their name. They're thinking about holding you, caressing you, kissing you, making love to you. And healer, I definitely think they feel like you are the person who can heal them from this past relationship. You are the person that they see on their socials and they think, okay, if I got with this person, if I dated with this person, I feel like this person is going to be more than the last person. Let's put it that way. This is going to be a little bit superficial, obviously, because this is someone who's crushing on you. It's not necessarily somebody who knows you, and I don't think this person knows you really well at the moment in this phase of your life. But I do think they look at you as someone who's definitely going to exceed their past relationship, and they're looking for more because they know another relationship like their past relationship just isn't going to work for them. They see you, they see your energy, they do feel like you are the person to heal them from this heartbreak. And we've got free yourself and romantic feelings. It's time to take back control of your life, and I do think this is where they're at. They want to free themselves by coming into your life. They want to free themselves from that past relationship, that past hurt, and start something new with you, and they have romantic feelings for you. Your feelings are real and worth exploring, and I think this is going to answer my next question of will they confess? Yes. I think this person is going to confess their feelings for you. I do think they are going to, I want to say slowly but surely, but I don't think it's going to be that slow. it's going to be quite fast. But I think they are going to start treading in your, if they're not already in your DMs, and I do think this is going to be online, if they're not already in your DMs, I do think they are going to jump in quite soon and ask something very normal. Just like, see how bad I am with small talk, I don't even know what to say to jump in someone's DMs. But nothing crude. They're not going to jump in and be like, hey baby, hey baby, looking hot in your latest pic. Who am I? Like, oh my god. It's going to be more like, oh, seen your latest post, like, oh, how cute is your little nephew, or something like that. And just say, oh, what are you up to these days? Do you remember, like, when we were younger? You know, things like that. Like, and they're gonna go slowly on that road. I think they're gonna very quickly, I mean, I think you're gonna notice this in the next couple of weeks, they're gonna jump in them DMs, start conversations with you, and I think at times you're gonna think it's a little bit pushy and annoying, and then I think you're gonna be like, you're gonna warm up to it. But they're gonna slowly kind of drip that friendship in, and then they're gonna start being like, by the way, I've always thought you were really attractive, and things like that. Now, I rolled South Node in 7th house here, and I do think there's a strong past life connection, and this makes me think that you're actually going to have a relationship with this person, because there is unfinished business from your past life with this person. Okay, I do think you're both going to have a very strong sexual attraction to each other. If you do meet in real life, I think you're going to be taken back at how attractive you actually find them, to be honest, because I think right now you're just not that interested, or you've got your eyes elsewhere, or you're in another relationship or dating someone else. But yeah, there's some past connection here. A very strong past connection. If it's not this lifetime in your childhood, this is a past life connection, and I do think you've got something that's going to play out in this lifetime, guys. Okay, so you chose the rose quartz pyramid, and the rose quartz is all about self-love. It encourages self-love and it draws in loving relationships, and I think this is definitely what this person wants to do by drawing you in. They know that you are love to them. I think they already think that they can love you. They think, I can fall in love with this person, and that's what they want. You know, they want someone that they can be devoted to again, because naturally they are somebody who is very loyal and devoting, and yeah, like, I do think this person really does live for love, and that's really sweet. And I do think this is something you're going to notice about this person as well. Like, this is someone who can really take care of me. So yeah. Alright then, that was your reading. If you liked this video, please like, and I hope this resonated for you. If you feel comfortable to tell your story, or you just want to drop a comment so you claim the reading, please do so down below. And if you like content like this, please subscribe, because I really love making content like this for you. And I will see you in your next reading. Goodbye. Hello there, pile number 3. You chose the Picasso Jasper heart. Now let's have a look and see who's secretly crushing on you and whether they are going to confess. So, I'm not gonna lie, when I tapped into this person's energy, I really got DICK head kind of energy. Now this doesn't mean that this person is an actual DICK head, but I do feel like you may have this kind of energy towards them, like, oh, that DICK head, like you may have even called him one of those before, but it's very eye-rolling kind of energy, like, oh, him, that kind of thing. Okay, so this is what I'm gathering. So let's have a little look into this person's energy and see whether I can gather anything about their appearance as well, so we can pinpoint who this person actually is. So we have 3rd house and Scorpio here. Now the 3rd house is like communication, so this could be somebody that you have spoken with previously, but it also talks about education. I do sense a very bouncy energy with this person who's got a crush on you, like they're here, there, they're everywhere. Someone who's very curious, someone who like experiences life, but I'm getting this education thing here. Now, I don't know whether you went to school with this person or you knew this person through childhood. Doesn't mean that you've known each other from childhood and all the way through to adulthood, but I do sense maybe you even went to primary school with this person. So we're looking at childhood friends, so maybe your parents are friends, nursery, primary school, secondary school, college. I'm not getting uni as much, but if you go to the same uni, it may be because you've previously gone to the same like schools before. But I am sensing child, like when you were a child, you knew this person. School, I'm really sensing school here, guys. So I'm really sensing school, okay? And then we've got Scorpio, intensity, exposing, purging and renewing. Now I do think this person could be a Scorpio sun, moon, rising or Venus. I'm laughing because I always seem to say Scorpio comes up in my readings so much. Like everyone seems to be a flipping Scorpio in my readings, so I'm starting to get very reluctant to actually say they could be a Scorpio sun, moon, rising or Venus, but it comes up for a reason, because clearly the people watching this channel know a lot of Scorpios or have a lot of Scorpio energy themselves, and I've got a Scorpio midheaven, guys, so I mean I love that Scorpio energy, but it just keeps coming up. But I have to push myself to say Scorpio sun, moon, rising or Venus, because look, it's there for a reason, okay? This could be a Scorpio sun, moon, rising or Venus, but if they are not, this could be somebody who is very 𝒆𝒂𝒄𝒄, kind of, I just sense that they look a bit sneaky as well. I'm sensing Gemini in their energy, and that makes sense because the third house and Gemini have that connection, but I'm sensing like cheeky. They look cheeky, they look a bit cheeky, they look a bit sneaky, but they're also very like 𝒆𝒂𝒄𝒄 as well, like they're attractive with it. Getting Harry Styles. I do sense that this person is a little bit like Harry Styles, so I don't know whether you know this person. They've been, people have commented that they're a bit like Harry Styles, or whether you like Harry Styles and you see Harry Styles in this person's energy. I'm getting that Harry Styles kind of energy. Cheeky, out there, different, quirky. My camera's gone out of focus. But also, you know, sexy, and I say sexy, I don't really find Harry Styles attractive, but a lot of people do, so he's clearly very sexy. But yeah, he's got that cheekiness to him with like a sexiness as well. So this person is attractive. Like, as much as you wouldn't want to admit it, you would be like, ugh, they're such a 𝒔𝒐𝒘 head. But yeah, you know, can't lie, you know, they're attractive, but it's just a shame that they've got that personality. Like, it's that kind of energy I'm sensing from you. I also sense this person could be going through a transformation of some kind, and I don't actually, I mean, they could be going through a transformation that's been forced from a life change, but I think this is deeper than that. I think they're actually having a spiritual awakening. Yeah, they're having their first spiritual awakening. They're starting to see life from a different perspective. Like, they're starting to see life from, before they saw life very superficially, and now they're seeing life from like underneath, like Scorpio, the underworld, the undergrowth. And they're understanding that everything grows from the undergrowth, and that their energy needs to go on the deeper things in life so that the substantial, superficial, like material things grow from that, okay? I think this is what they're realizing. Okay, let's pull some of these and just see whether we can gather a bit more about their appearance or their energy for you. Okay. We've got quite a few here. Oh my god, we've got loads, but we're doing it because there might be a lot of, like, a lot to this person's personality or a lot to this person's energy. Confident, 333, chatty. This is a chatty person and they seem very confident on the surface, cheeky, chappy. Lips with number 11. 11 tells me that they are going through something in their life. Spiritual awakening. 11. Number 11. Master number. Guys. Lips, okay? Chatty, chatty, chatty again, because we've got them lips, but lips are something you probably notice on this person because they're always moving them. They're always moving those lips, but they may actually have very nice lips. Lips that people want to kiss. Baby face, again, cheeky, little cheeky chappy or little cheeky girl with a baby face, okay? We're looking at someone who has those smaller features. I did mention Gemini before in their energy, and Geminis tend to have like smaller features. Gemini rising, guys, I'm getting a Gemini rising kind of energy with this person. Analytical, okay, they are analytical as well. So I do sense that this person talks a lot, so they may come across as very analytical because of the way that they talk, the way that they describe things. I do sense very sales energy with this person as well. This person could be a salesperson. And eyes, there you go, it's those eyes. Like, there's something about their eyes. As I mentioned, it's like they're cheeky. They've got this like cheeky kind of look to them, but they've also got this sensuality to them as well. And I do think this sexiness comes from their eyes. Okay. Coolness. Cool. Right. Oh, I've dropped all my little things down the bed. Okay. What else can we get for this person? Aha, okay, coffin, okay. Coffin, endings bring new beginnings, growth, change, liberation, and transition. I do think they're going through a spiritual awakening, as I said, but I also think your relationship with this person, if they are from your childhood, it ended. And you're kind of just done with them. Like, I don't sense any bad blood. I don't sense any like hate or anything like that. But you're just like, like it's like he or she. I keep wanting to say he, but he or she could give you kind of like kind of energy, like no thanks, kind of thing. I am sensing. I'm sensing that you're very analytical, to be honest, as well. But I'm sensing that in school, you were, you liked to get your work done. Let's put it that way. You liked getting your work done. You had your head down, you knew what was important. Maybe your family were quite strict and you knew that you had to do your work. You could have been considered a little bit geeky, but I'm not getting like major geeky. I'm just getting you being very like, I'm not talking, I need to do my work. And maybe you hung around like, okay, I do think maybe you hung around in the quite mid-range kind of group. So you weren't super geeky, like the low range. Like, it's so superficial to talk like this, but it's the best way to describe like school structures. You weren't down there like in the geekies. You were like mid-range where you got your work done, you were getting good grades, but you weren't really into dating in school and things like that. Now I think this person had a cheeky little crush on you, but I don't know whether you were interested in them or whether you had an asexual attraction to them at the time as well, some kind of attraction, but they were like, no, like it was a no-go, because it was kind of like a social no-go for them in school, because I think they were one of the more popular kids. They hung around with the ones that used to go and smoke behind the sheds and have fights and things like that. So I do think they may have said no to you at some point and ended something with you or rejected you somehow. And I do think it was very unfair rejection, because I think it was kind of like, how could you reject me? Because I think this is why you've got this energy where you're just like, bleh, like about them. But they, in some way or another, rejected you. Maybe you were friends and then you said, hey, do you think we could kiss or something? I don't know how kids talk. I can't even remember my childhood. And then it was like, no, we're just friends. Like, we're nothing more. Like, we can't be anything more. And you were just like, oh, okay, rejection. Like, how dare you? something like that anyway, some kind of scenario like that. They ended it. But guys, oh, you're gonna hate this. You're gonna absolutely hate this. You guys are soulmates. And that's why you had this attraction to them in school, or this magnetism towards them in school, and they had this magnetism towards you, because you have a soul connection, a partnership, an agreement, and a soul contract. You're gonna have to, you're gonna have to deal with this in this lifetime. You guys are supposed to be learning something from one another. And whether this is in a relationship or whether this is now in like a more adult capacity, maybe they said no to you in school and now you're supposed to say no to them to push them further into this spiritual awakening. Your soulmates, you have a soul contract. You're supposed to be in each other's lives. You're going to constantly be magnetized towards one another. You may actually find that fate brings you both together frequently. Like you end up in the same clubs, or you end up going to the same gym. Like it's like, why does this person keep coming up? Why does this person keep being a suggested friends request? Like things like that. And I do think this is very mutual. You are both being magnetized towards one another. So it isn't like one of you is stalking the other one. I think you are both constantly magnetized towards each other. And even though you are not in the same kind of vicinities these days, you still think about each other a lot, and you bump into each other in the pub, or you bump into each other in the gym, and it's like, oh great, he or she's got a membership to my gym now. Great. I think this is going to go further. And whether it's going to be a romantic connection or whether you're going to teach each other a lesson, I don't know. But if you're soulmates, guys, this is legit. Like you are going to have some kind of interaction with this person. Okay, let's have a look into their life. What kind of life do they live? Family, room and house. I think this person lives with their parents now. I think this person lives with their parents. Something's ended which has thrust them into a spiritual awakening because they've lost a lot. They failed. They failed at something in their life. They failed, or they feel like they're a failure right now. They've lost, I sense business here. I sense that they started their own business, they've lost it somehow. They've lost something. And they're back with their parents and they've been humbled. There we go, they have been humbled. This is the person who's gone through life, swanned through life. I've got the looks, I've got the wit, I've got the intelligence, I've got this, I've got that. And now they've been humbled. Eventually, life has... Now I look drunk when I'm doing all these things. Life has humbled them. Life has taken away the superficial things because they're having a spiritual awakening. Now they understand where true growth comes from. True growth comes from the inside. And before, they just had everything going their way on the outside. Cocky, very cocky. Okay. Yes, here we go. They were moving through life like the Knight of Swords. They were moving through life so rashly, not really caring about the crap that they were leaving behind them. And then boom, the tower. Everything changed. Their life fell to pieces. That phase of their life where they were Mr. Happy-Go-Lucky or Mrs. Happy-Go-Lucky, cocksure, kind of cocky, whatever they were, is over with the world. They're now starting a new phase of their life, and I do think they're looking at you and thinking, ah, part number 3 had it right all along. And I actually think, I said that in a Wolverhampton accent. I wonder whether they're from Wolverhampton. It'd be so funny if they were. Someone comment down below if this person's from Wolverhampton, because that was quite a strong Wolverhampton accent that came out then. And I live near Wolverhampton, so it's not abnormal for it to come out my mouth, but I don't really, I mean, I don't really speak with a Wolverhampton accent normally, do I? Do I? God, let me know that down below as well. So this person's looking at you and thinking, that person had it right all along. And if I'd got with that person in the past, if I'd got with pile number 3 in the past, that's what they're thinking, I wouldn't have gone through all of this crap. I think they're looking at you like you were the stability and the structure they always needed, and they let that go. They made a wrong turn. Well, they think they made a wrong turn, okay? I don't really think there's many wrong turns that you can take in life. But this person definitely isn't at that spiritual level yet to realise that every turn is a right turn. Because life is gonna, if you go the wrong way, life is gonna turn you in the direction back on the path, okay? It's normally the most, normally brings the most upheaval. That's what tower moments are, to get you back on your path. But I think they're looking at you like, I should have been with that person. That is the person I want to be with. That is the person I want to be like. And I should have been with that person. I should have got with that person in school, and we should have built a life together. A more stable, more structured life. And they think that they've made a wrong move by not being with you before. Or being like you before, okay? See if I can get any more information. Yes, they're focused on them right now. They're focused on themselves and rebuilding their life. I don't think they've delved far into their spirituality just yet, but I do think it's the first time in their life where they've looked back on their mistakes. They've actually admitted that they've made mistakes, and I think you're one of their mistakes. Well, their mistake not to be with you, or get with you, or give you a chance, or allow you into their life. I mean, this could have been a friendship at school. This could have been a past friendship that you've had. And you wanted to be there for them. Like, you were going to be a very good influence on this person. They just ignored it. They just, no, you're not the kind of person I hang out with. They know that they need to change their whole mindset now. And I think they're working on it. They're definitely working on it. They're definitely in that phase of changing their mindset. And you're someone that they want in their life now. Okay, so why are they crushing on you? I think we already know, but we're going to check one and see what the cards say. Alchemist and Seeker. Okay, so this is your energy, or how they see you. Seeker. Thirst for wisdom and truth wherever they are. When I look at this image, I do think of you travelling. So there may be images of you online and things like that, travelling. You may have travelled a lot. I do sense you having a kind of job that's a little bit different as well, like a kind of like a bit of a dream job. A job that people look up to and think, oh, I've liked to have done a job like that, but I can't because I'd have to go to uni and do this and do that. Like, I mean, anyone can do a good job if you've got the dedication, but I think a lot of people are of an age where they look at what you do and they think, oh, it would take me too long to study, like I'd have to take too long out to study. But they do look at your life, like, or your job and things like that, like something that they wish they could have achieved and that they want to achieve in their next life. Like, in my next life, I'm going to be like pile number 3. And I think this person is no exception. They look at your life, they look at where you've travelled, they look at your job and things like that, and the stability that you've created. I think you've really created stability, and you've managed to still experience life at the same time. And I think this is really inspirational to this person, because wherever you've gone in life, you've taken something back with you, whether that be going to a foreign country and bringing back part of their culture, going to a particular part of the world and learning how to cook that type of cuisine. You may wear clothes that resemble different cultures. Sagittarius energy all over you guys, all over you. You are dripping in Sagittarius. But also you, I sense a lot of independence with you as well. I think you're very independent. It's like, even if you share your home with a partner, on social media it looks like it's questionable whether you live on your own or not. And I do see this person question, like, is there someone in this person's life? Is there someone in pile number 3's life? And they can't really work it out. Like, have you got a long-term partner, or is it a cousin? Like, you've got that kind of independence to your energy and your social media and things like that. And I do think this person doesn't mind stepping on toes to get what they want, okay? But I do think they're checking you out at the moment, like, is there someone prominent in their life? Are they married? Looking for rings and stuff like that. And also the Alchemist, transformation of base motives and goals into golden wisdom. And I do think you've studied, and that's what I think this is. Whether this be actual study, like university, degrees, things like that, or whether this be online courses, like, clearly you have worked very hard to get to where you are, and they just think that they've wasted their life while they were just messing about, going through life willy-nilly, being the Knight of Swords. You were studying, you were working hard, building a life that you love, and they love that. That's why they're crushing on you, because they're just like, damn, I could have been married to pile number 3 right now. Romance angels, release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. I did mention they are looking to see whether you're in a relationship, and they might actually make a move once they see that there is an ex-partner, or that you're not in a relationship. It might be that triggers them to make the move. They're looking to see whether you're single. And trust. This situation is calling for you to have faith. You're somebody that they could build a life with and trust to have, like, their life in your hands, because they can see how amazing you have built your own life. Like, yeah, they're looking at you with, like, regret. And they're looking at you like you're a model of how they should have lived their life. But you're soulmates, so you've got something's gonna happen, guys. Something's gonna happen, but you may get chatting to this person, you know, and you may tell them how crappy they were in the past, maybe, and yeah, give them a few pointers as to how they can improve their life and, you know, build a life like yours. Whether you want to do it together or separately, who knows, guys. But do I think that this person's going to confess? Yes. Yes, I do. As soon as they can see that there is no one in your life. As soon as they can see that you have released an ex, or that you are not married, or that you are, you know, available. And I do even think if you're in a relationship, even if you have a little opening, this person doesn't mind stepping on toes to come on in and just say, like, hey, by the way, like, sorry for everything in the past, or whatever. I really like you. I really love the life that you've built. Like, how did you do this? How did you do that? They may be very inquisitive. Yeah, they'll ask for your advice a lot. I think they're going to come in and ask for your advice a lot. But I do think this person's going to very quickly show that they're interested in you romantically or sexually, because they've just got that kind of cheeky attitude. No spiritual awakening is going to take away that cheeky kind of attitude that they have, all right? So, you chose the Picasso Jasper, and the Picasso Jasper helps you be more free and open. And I do think this relates to this person who's got a crush on you because they are working on themselves right now. They are having a spiritual awakening, and they want more freedom in their life because they're stuck at their parents' house and they feel so restricted right now. Okay, pile number 3, that is your reading. I hope this resonated, and if it did, I really hope it helped. If you like this video, please drop me a like, and if you like content like this, please subscribe, because I would love to make more content like this for you. If you feel comfortable to do so, that's the door. If you feel comfortable to do so, please comment down below and tell me your story, or just tell me that you claimed the reading, and I will see you in your next reading. Goodbye.